Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Evoland 2. We are halfway through all the, well, let's just say puzzles that we need to do to get our certificates. And of course we ended it last time with a cryptograph puzzle or whatever you want to call it that I just could not figure out myself. So I'm hoping eventually someone will figure it out and explain it to me. But for now, we need 2 to move on the story, but of course we're gonna do all of them. You cannot say that you have 8 and say I only need to do 6, because I want to see every single one of them. Alright, let's start by going to this guy. The library holds so many books, it all must be sorted meticulously. I am in charge of the archives, but because the collection can't be perfectly sorted, I bear the title of an archivist. It's a little joke dating back to the Imperial era. At any rate, I have a tidying related conundrum that has me at my wit's end, and haven't slept for 3 nights now. Would you like to give it a try? Yeah. Alright, let's do it. The obsessive sort. One of the books in the library isn't in its place. Can you spot which one? Yeah, it is just like that crypto puzzle. You see it or you don't. And if you don't see it, it can get really annoying. Oh, and it can literally point at every book. Ooh, there's a lot of trial and error if I don't get this one. There has to be a pattern to how the books are in here. Is it that the first row there are 1 line above, 3 below? 2 above, 2 below, 3 above, 1 below. So let's check if anyone does not follow that rule. This one. This one should be in the middle. Yeah. See, when you see it, it's so much easier. Indeed, the label on this book is framed by 2 horizontal stripes at the top and the bottom. It should be on the second shelf. To think I didn't notice it. Thanks for your help. You've earned your credit in archival studies. Oh, dear me, why this book in triplicate? Here, take it. We're short on space anyway. You got 50 ghost stories. A book not everyone should read. It's probably gonna help us along the line when somebody else needs that book. Same reason when I look at some of these items, like the flavored tea, the sugar, the old whiskey, the ones we bought in the same city but in the olden days. I still think there should be a moment that we actually need it, so let's hope that is the case. Alright, we got 3 more and they should be all on this side. Greetings, young man. Researcher attached to the militia at your service. Speaking of service, how about you do me one? Perfect. The Council of Traders has tasked me with implementing a new patrol system for the militia. I made sure to follow all their instructions, but I'm convinced there's a flaw somewhere. Wait, let me show you. Patrol. After leaving the guard room X, each patrol must reach 1 of the 7 watchtower. A patrol may go down any path, but must stop at the 6th tower it encounters. Also, it can never use the same path twice. If this is always the procedure, one of the towers will never have a garrison. Which one? Can only use a path once. And you have to stop after you're seeing 6 towers. Then there must be one of them that is off the beaten path, you think? Let's say we go to F, then E. Then D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But how I see it, I can get to every garrison if I can just follow one path. Because I can go FED, CBA, but I could also go FED, GAB. And it means I have touched every tower. And they say one of them will never be used. I don't want to quit, I want to read the instruction again. I should have just picked one. Just to have a choice there. Because I'm thinking I missed one of the instructions. Yes. Each patrol must reach one of the 7 watchtower. A patrol may go down any path, but must stop at the 6th tower it encounters. Can never use the same path twice. So technically, wouldn't that then be the tower you see at the beginning? Because they must pass through multiple towers before they can stop. So A and F would be the one that you can't stop, right? Because you can't circle back on the same tower. But if that's the case, it isn't that you can never go to it, because if you go to F instead of A, you can get to the other one. Oh, why am I missing something? A, B, C, D, E, G? It must be one in the middle. Because you must pass through towers, but you cannot go back on the same path. So there's no way you can stop at D, right? So go F, G, A, B, C, D. This is difficult. Oh, I'm not great at this puzzle. Alright. This is the crypto puzzle all over again. I just don't get it. Oh, this is so embarrassing. In my head, with every path you take, you can always go over all the towers. In case you're wondering, I'm doing the same thing I did with the crypto, just pick the answers. Until the game says, yeah, you're right. And then maybe figuring out why. It's gonna be the last one I pick, isn't it? Again. The thing is, if we pick the right one, we can't see the puzzle again to figure out what it is. Now, it has to be E or F, because the rest we already chosen. Let's see if we can get there. A, B, C, D, E, D, G, E. But the same thing, instead of going to E, you go to F. So E and F you can select. How can you never get there? Because you can. What am I missing here? Because now, if you go to A, B, C, D, that's your 4, then G, and from G you can go to F and to E. There's no secret button or anything that you can select. I must be missing it. Because in my head you can get there. Alright. Again, as always, if you do figure it out, feel free to write it in the comments, because you should be able to get there. Because F is not in the corner of that road, it's in the middle. So you won't be passing it. Yes, you will see it in the distance, but that's with every tower here. It's frustrating. Sorry, no time to chat, too much to do. Unless you are prepared to lend me a hand. Of course. So here's the thing. Every 500 years, 2 comets meet in heaven. Books on the subject indicate that the next occurrence is this very night. I wouldn't miss this for the world, but unfortunately I cannot figure out what part of the sky they'll be visible in. Here, look on this map. When the 2 comets arrive, they will cross the map only diagonally. They will not intersect any star present either before or after they meet. And which square will they meet? Alright, so this one is one diagonal that they will not meet a star. And the other one will be here then, right? If that's the case, they will not meet, they will just cross each other. So then this middle here will be then where they meet. So let's see if there are others. It's 2. Alright, so this will be this one. Yes! Of course, how could I miss that? Thank you for your help. Now the award you with credits in astronomy. Nice, and the final one. Oh, hey man, are you by any chance the stand-in engineer they sent to help me out? Sure took your time, didn't you? Here, well, we gotta replace the town's old piping network. I'm trying like crazy to come up with the best outline for connecting all the junctions, but it's a real brain teaser. Go on, take this map and get working. You must connect points A and B with a network of pipes. The junctions in green cannot be moved, but must all be connected to the final network. Hmm. Intriguing. This is gonna take a bit. Because we need to move over every square. So you wanna have corners. And we cannot move the... Oh, no. And we cannot move these junctions. Alright. This must definitely be this one, because there's no other way. This also must be a corner. This one must definitely go up. Okay. And since there is not like a mix like with 3 points, so one must always end up at the other. Interesting. Just trying some things out. Alright, that is already looking a lot cleaner. Ha! Yeah, when you just divide it in sections, you get there. Ah, perfect. I was afraid it'd take all day. Thanks, man. Just gotta hand the plans over to my assistant when he gets back. Whenever that is. You definitely earned your civil engineering's credits. Thank you. And with that, we not only get the information, we also get the extra gift. So, how are the studies progressing? Well, congratulations. You've finished all your courses. This calls for an extra reward. Here you go. You got a collectible star, 9 out of 30. Alright now, on to my teachings. What would you like to know? The Magi are people, or rather a civilization that peaked more than 2,500 years ago, while the world was largely underwater. According to the legend, they possessed magical powers beyond anything else in history. Some even say they could manipulate time itself. But these are most likely the exaggerated explanations of contemporaneous people to account for strange phenomena after the fact. Nevertheless, after dominating the area in which they lived, they completely vanished 2,000 years ago. All they left behind were a few ruins and many unsolved mysteries. What would you like to know? The megalith. What are commonly called megaliths are in fact the most famous relics of the Magi civilization. While somewhat rare, they are evenly spread throughout various continents. It is not precisely known what purpose they serve. The writing refers to a road or path, but where does it lead? Incidentally, it was while searching for a megalith that my former professor, also a great expert on the Magi, met her end. Quite a sad story, really. What would you like to know? Surely it's the greatest riddle ever put forth. Why would a civilization as powerful as the Magi vanish from the face of the earth 2000 years ago, and without a trace or practically none? Even after years of research, I must admit I have the foggiest idea. What would you like to know? My old professor was leading Magi expert. Her entire life was devoted to figure out why they had disappeared. I recall she was particularly interested in the megaliths. She thought the stones contained a power that was triggered would enable her to learn more about the Magi. She discovered a megalith that she believed she could activate with the Stone of Time. Sadly, she was captured by the pirates that lived on the island at the time. No one ever found a trace of her. That was on Magi Isle, the one people now call the Cursed Isle. What would you like to know? The Stone of Time is quite the legend itself. It has some connection with the megaliths, but I do not know more than that. The item predates the Magi by many years, so long ago in fact that no one remembers when or why they were created. I'm not even sure if the stone really exists. The only direct reference I was able to identify is the archives of the Demonian royal family, which I was lucky enough to visit. The Stone of Time is evidently a large round stone, black with an eye engraved in its center. Interestingly, the eye resembles that used by the Prophet. A bizarre coincidence, if you ask me, but I'm hardly concerned with the outside world. What would you like to know? Magi Isle is located far to the east and can only be reached by boat from Shiro harbor. Its name comes from the Magi ruins found there. Pirates made it their home, only to be mysteriously driven out later. Whatever the case may be, fishermen still refuse to set foot there. They believe the isle is cursed, and so does the name become the Cursed Isle. Quite the ghost story as it they have even existed. To get to Magi Isle, you will need a boat. Keep in mind that only a member of the Council of Traders can provide you with a pass of safe conduct, which of course we already have, because we are awesome. What would you like to know? And that's it. Thank you very much, and especially for the golden star. Okay, so we have the information. We have the key to the library. So let's see if we can give it back to the girls. And of course, we also have the passes of safe conduct, so we can take the boat to Cursed Isle if a fisherman is willing to take us there. So I think we're in a really good place. Let's see if we can interact with the girls and give the key back. We don't have the key. Well, then we'll just give the 50 ghost stories to them. Ooh, you brought us a book? Let's see here. You'd give this to some innocent girls? Then again, it'll come in handy when we're older. You basically kept your promise. So here, this is for you. Collectible star. Careful not to lose the key. Well, technically we didn't lose it. It's in the door at the library. We can trust you, I hope. Thanks for the book. Okay, so that is slightly understandable, because we use the key on the door, so the key is used up, according to RPG standards. And the book was something they were interested in, at least they talked about it. Alright, so I'm guessing we're going sailing. And we already know, of course, that the Stone of Time is on top of the pyramid of the disciples. But I feel like that is for a later choice. First, we must see if the captain is now willing to take us where we want to go. The place where the megalith may be there. And I'm getting the idea that the professor that's missing is gonna be our last party member. Because she disappeared without a trace. So we can imagine that she used the megalith to travel through time. So we just have to find that person. There will be no leaving the harbor for now. I got a bad feeling and I'm almost always right. You must be the ghost of that infamous pirate Roberts. That island of the coast is cursed, I'll tell ya. If you want to sail, you gotta get the force majeure letter from the someone in the Council of Traders. Till then, I won't barge. You should be able to score one in Genova. But it'll cost you a pretty penny. Traders aren't known to give stuff away. Well, they did for me. Well, F it. Don't say I didn't warn you. I got a bad feeling about this trip. Well, where exactly do you want to go? What? You want to go to the Cursed Isle? Isn't it just my lucky day? Fair warning, there's no way we're docking there. You can get off in a rowboat and board again after. And I won't wait for you more than an hour. If you don't come back alive, that's your problem. Have I made myself clear? Yes. So do you want to leave now? Yes. Alright, then let's go. Cursed Island. So close, yet so far. And that's as close as he's gonna get. So this is the Cursed Isle. It looks rather nice. I should have brought my bathing suit. Okay, can we go back to the ship now? No. Quickly now, before the ghost comes and gobbles us up. Don't worry, I'll defeat the ghost if there is any. I did so before, I can do it again. These must be the Magi ruins the Dean spoke of at the library. But there has the megalith gone. I hope it isn't buried under all this sand. Merklink, might you know how to dig it out? Okay, that's not working. Ta-ta! Alright, let's explore the rest, because I feel like if we go one step further with a puzzle, it will continue on with the story. And I want to see if there's anything else on this island. Ooh, seems like there's another dock there as well. Okay, so stairs are probably gonna be formed there once we solve the puzzle. Yeah, it isn't that big, is it? Okay, so that may be for us to get with another boat or something at some point in time. Or else there's no reason to be a second dock there, but let's leave that for now. There's not a lot of things here, is there? See that, Kuro? Doesn't that eye symbol remind you of something? The Dean told us about something called the Stone of Time. Now where could it be? Okay, so we do need the Stone of Time in order to continue into this ruin. So we need to go back. We need to go back to the pyramid. Yes. Finally! Huh, I thought I was gonna die here. Alright, so already have a sneaking suspicion we need to become a disciple of the Order. And we already did the first step. We already like an apprentice, a novice. But to complete our training we need to go to the top of the mountain, which was blocked last time because we had to go to Genova, so... they should be gone, or at least allow me to get in there. Let's see what they say. At top Mount Alpha you'll find an old temple dedicated to the Great Destroyer. There's also an old rusted out doohickey in the corner. It looks like some winged machine. Weird, huh? I wonder what it's meant to do. Access to the top of Mount Alpha is restricted to those apprentices who's passed novice training in order to become disciples of the Prophet. If you have not passed, you shall not pass. Ooh, you're that new novice. I was told you'd be coming to finish your training. Watch yourself. Climbing Mount Alpha is the most perilous. After all, we have little use for weak disciples. Only the best among us will earn their place in the world post-annihilation. Alright, so that is definitely what we need to be doing right now. But next time we're gonna do this. We're gonna go up the mountain and see what that ringed machine is. Maybe it's a way for us to get to the top of the pyramid and steal the Stone of Time so we can get further ahead. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you managed to stay until now, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.